Welcome to ETH Daily, a daily briefing on the latest in Ethereum. The Optimism Goerli testnet is set to upgrade to Bedrock. Gated publications are now live on Lens. ConsenSys launches its zkEVM to private beta, and Yearn launches permissionless vault factories. All this and more from ETH Daily starts right now. Optimism is set to upgrade its Optimism Goerli testnet to Bedrock on Thursday, January 12th at 6 p.m. UTC. The legacy Optimism Goerli sequencer will stop processing transactions during the upgrade, which will take about 2 hours to complete. Bedrock introduces gas optimizations, reduced deposit times, and simpler node infrastructure. Unlike a regenesis where the historical transaction data is lost, the Bedrock upgrade will resemble a hard fork, with the new chain being a continuation of the existing one. Projects with applications deployed on Optimism Mainnet are encouraged to test out the upgraded testnet to ensure compatibility with Bedrock ahead of a Mainnet release. Gated publications are now live on the Lens API, allowing creators to offer exclusive content to their followers. Gated publications are powered by Lit Protocol, a network that facilitates encryption and access control via signatures. Gated publications combine a public encryption key with a second criteria-specific key obtained by Lit Protocol. Posts in a gated publication contain encrypted metadata, which can only be decrypted by users who fulfill the access conditions. Both NFTs and ERC20 tokens can serve as access criteria for gated content. The posting process remains the same for publications, except gated content is generated under the Lens SDK gated package. ConsenSys released its zkEVM testnet to private beta for select users who joined the waitlist. Eligible users should have received an email from hello@infura.io with details on how to interact with and how to bridge Goerli ETH to the zkEVM testnet. ConsenSys plans to send additional invites in the coming weeks. ConsenSys formally unveiled its EVM equivalence zk rollup back in November. ConsenSys zkEVM is capable of handling native EVM bytecode for proving and verification, enabling the execution of Solidity smart contracts. Developers can use the zkEVM testnet to deploy smart contracts and migrate dApps. Yearn Finance launched permissionless vault factories, allowing anyone to deploy an auto-compound Y vault for any curve pool with an active liquidity gauge. Vaults deployed using the factory are subject to a flat 10% performance fee, which goes straight to the Yearn treasury and is calculated only on top of harvest profits. There's also no management fee for vaults deployed using the factory. The current vault factory only works with Curve LP tokens and features 3 ready-made yield strategies, including a Curve boosted factory, a convex factory, and a convex frax factory. Support for Balancer LP tokens will also be added in a future release. And lastly, social gaming platform Fee launched its worldview map connector called Fee Connect. The connector allows users to link up to 64 lands into a single worldview map. Fee Connect uses a URL scheme to programmatically connect multiple lands into a single view. Built on ENS, Fee allows users to complete quests and build a personalized land per ENS domain. This has been a roundup of today's top news stories from ETH Daily. You can support this podcast by subscribing and following us on Twitter at ETHDaily. Also subscribe to our newsletter at ethdaily.substack.com. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.